I was doing this sort of analysis on Oracle responses before I even started API 3. Like I was actually curious, like what do these distributions look like? And another thing I noticed with the Chainlink price feeds is that you can actually tell where people get their data from by doing like some sort of like a statistical fingerprint. So even if third parties aren't saying where they're getting their data from, you can actually tell by like doing some sort of like aggregated distribution stuff. This gets into super nitty gritty like stat stuff that I won't get into, but I can send a link after if you're interested. But it turns out that like there'll be like 4. So in the ETH USD Chainlink price feed, and that might have changed since I'd done this analysis. This is about a year and a half ago because I don't want to like misrepresent their company. But when I did this a year and a half ago, I could tell that like 4 oracles were getting it from like CoinMarketCap, and like 2 were getting it from like CoinGecko, and then there's like a couple that were getting it from completely different sources. So what you're saying about bias is that when you look at like one of these price feeds that are like, oh, it's a price feed that's fed by 30 different oracles. Like, wow, that's so robust, statistically robust. But if you actually look at it, it's like the skew is and the bias is hidden because there's certain data sources that are more readily available, cheaper. Like, again, we're talking about like financial incentives and blockchain. Like certain data sources are free, some aren't. So you're going to get data that's skewed towards certain sources. If no one has to report their source, or if it's not built into the protocol reporting where you're getting your data from, you're going to get skewed data because not all data is equally readily available and equally priced. It's going to be skewed in some way.